Arizona Cardinals, Carolina Panthers. Handsome Hank choose.
So difficult. This is the game I've wanted to see all year.
Yes.
So excited about being able to see it by picking the Panthers.
Ooh, Dan Hellie, how say you?
Oh,
Hit him at least,
he did
Hellie.
it!
Hit him with it, Hellie. Throw it at him.
I understand that the way the Cardinals played last week, it's going to lead some to say they're going to get pounded by Carolina. But I think, and Nate Burleson, who's also been on NFL Total Access a number of times this week, is one of the guys who said if any team is built to take apart this Panthers defense, it's the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
And I think that last week they had a game plan that was really conservative. They wanted Carson Palmer to get comfortable. I think they're going to be aggressive. I think they're going to try to take the top off the defense. Josh Norman doesn't always travel. He's more of a Richard Sherman type who kind of stays on one side. He never goes in the slot. And I think they're just going to work those guys. And I can't always be as objective as I want to be. I just really like the Cardinals, as we were talking about earlier, and I would like to see them get it done. I'd like to see Arians get to the Super Bowl, and I think they have a really good chance, and let's not sleep on that defense either, which is one of the top 6 or 7 defenses in the NFL as well.
Boy, man, I agree with you, but I also, to Handsome's point half an hour ago, I think Cam Newton leading the way, that's a very likable team as well, and I'd love to see him stick it to the Byzantine thinkers in our 21st century society. I'd like to see him hand it to them and dab to the world, to all those haters out there. So
Are there that many Cam haters out there still?
There's a weirdly high percentage of it. By the way, my pick is I'm taking the Carolina Panthers. I'm going to take them at home. But you know what, Hellie? The more I think about this one, the reason I'm picking against the Cardinals is because I kind of buy the ebb and flow of the NFL marathon. But as you always hear the cliche about teams got to get hot at the right time. Well, the Cardinals are not hot at the right time. They got whipped by the Hawks in Arizona. Then they got lucky as all get out to survive the receiver. I mean, Jeff Janis was catching passes against them. And Aaron Rodgers just about had them beat. Were it not for a fluky tip pass at the goal line, you don't know that game even goes to overtime.
The beauty of
it was a fluke. There are plenty of examples of a team surviving a game that they had no business winning, and then never looking back and running the table. So that's a possibility too. But the Cardinals are inarguably not playing their very best.
And I'm about to argue against myself, but the beauty of that team is everything about them. They're playing with house money. You got Bruce Arians, who was supposed to have been retired 3-4 years ago. You got Carson Palmer, who sort of came from the wilderness. You've got Fitz, who's suddenly come back from 2 years again in the wilderness to do things. I just feel like talk about a team that can play free regardless of whether they're at home or playing on the road. They've got nothing to lose here. They have, but they just play like a team.
No, I get what you're saying, but my biggest concern too, again, now I'm arguing against myself like you, Handsome Hank. Cam Newton is obviously the X factor for the Carolina Panthers, and the Cardinals like to blitz a lot, but Cam Newton is great when teams blitz him, and that's what actually scares me. So it's like steel on steel here. Who's going to win?